Hello and welcome back to another video. I am Angst, but you can call me Katie. When we hear domestic violence, we usually picture a female victim. Our society seems to ignore the fact that women can be abusive and men can experience domestic violence as a victim. Let's talk about that.
No, damn it.
So
How about me? Oh fuck!
That's so cute.
Batman's the most safe person.
Before I begin, regardless of gender or sexual orientation, if you or someone you know is a victim of domestic violence or abuse, please go into the description or stay until the end of the video for links and a hotline to gain assistance. The less told story in domestic abuse is that a striking number of men are victims too, suffering physical, mental, and sexual abuse in both heterosexual and same-sex relationships. According to the CDC's, 1 in 4 adult men in the United States will become a victim of domestic violence during his lifetime. That's an upwards of 3 million male domestic violence victims every year, or 1 man in America abused by an intimate or domestic partner every 37.8 seconds. Male victims of domestic violence, just like female victims, often deal with crushing self-doubt and intense anxiety before reaching out. Victims may fear their abusers will seek revenge if they go to the police, or they feel uncertain about leaving their home or apartment for a temporary shelter. Men and women can both experience these kinds of worries, but there's one barrier that tends to only apply to male victims: the belief that domestic violence laws and resources do not apply to them. If you are a man in an abusive relationship or know someone who is, here are 5 reality checks that your safety is valued and important. Stay till the end of the list for more information or go into the description for previously mentioned links and a hotline to assist victims of domestic violence or abuse, male or female, gay or straight. First on the list, the fear that police won't see a woman as abusive. You don't need video evidence before cops will take you seriously. Start by keeping a log of all instances of abusive actions done by your partner and be as specific as possible with dates, times, places, what happened, and the names of any witnesses such as friends or coworkers. Additionally, carefully document any cuts, bruises, or other injuries, taking time-stamped photos whenever possible and seeking medical care as needed. Next up, the misconception that domestic violence shelters don't help men. Unfortunately, the female-centric names that many domestic violence advocacy groups carry can send male victims the message that they aren't welcome. While women may be the predominant group these agencies serve, many shelters and outreach programs provide services for male DV victims, including safe house shelters and legal assistance. Don't let a shelter's name or title throw you off. For help finding shelters in your community, including those that provide services to men, contact the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. Alternatively, you can find this phone number in the description below. Third on our list, being under the impression that domestic violence laws are stacked against men. In domestic violence situations, all states offer their courts the ability to issue restraining orders that restrict contact between abusers and victims. Restraining orders are often the most significant legal remedy available to abuse victims and can be obtained regardless of gender. When it comes to the other domestic violence statutes, most states, approximately 37, have laws that use gender-free language. Even in states that don't, the law in practice is typically applied to both male and female victims. A few states even have special legal language protecting victims in same-sex relationships. Coming in at number 4, thinking that by being a gay male victim, you will be outed. When seeking out help from a shelter or domestic violence group, some gay men who wish to stay closeted or private about their status think that they may have to reveal their status in order to get help. In reality, it's hard enough to identify yourself as a victim of domestic violence. Advocates and counselors know that you're in crisis and are trained to avoid pressuring victims when it comes to responding to questions they're uncomfortable with. Finally, the mindset that being a man seeking help means you're weak. So many men avoid seeking help or reaching out to friends because they fear they'll appear weak. The truth is, though, there are very few actions that require anywhere near the bravery and courage as walking away from an abusive relationship. Trust me, I know firsthand. The ability to recognize that you need help and to begin seeking it is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of courage, determination, and strength. If you or someone you know, regardless of gender or sexual orientation, is a victim of domestic violence or abuse, please seek help immediately. You could effectively be saving a life. The National Coalition Against Domestic Violence has more details of what to do. You can find their website in the top of my description below. Additionally, you will see a link to domestic shelters with contact information of local help and shelters near you. Alternatively, you can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline, also in the top of the description below. That's going to be it for this video. Like, comment, and share as you please, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.